Welcome back to this multi-time frame forecast. We're going to be going over USDCAD. And as always, we're going to be starting on the monthly time frame. But with this one, we've already done previous analysis in the past. So if you don't know why we structured it this way, what we'll do is we'll try to link the video as well. But we'll quickly give you a quick highlight of what we did as well. So we're on the monthly time frame. We went to the line chart and we're looking for some critical areas of structure that are relative to where price is at or to where it could potentially be going. So we were pulling these all-time highs and these relative lows. In addition to that, we had this area of structure right here that was really important. And then we had two areas of structure right here that were also extremely important. So I'll just show you that real quick. But this one, then with this one. And we ended up using those when we were looking at our candlestick chart and our fibs. So let's just draw the fibs out for you guys so you guys can see that. So the 61 aligns with this previous all-time high close. And similarly, this 50% fib was relatively close to our structural zone. So remember, zones don't necessarily need to be a specific point in the chart. They could just be an area in the chart. So that's what we're talking about when we say zones. So you do not need to be fixated on the particular uh, number, the particular figure when you're looking at these fibs. For example, we're just lucky that the 61 aligns directly with this area of structure at this one, let's say it says right here, the 139, but it doesn't necessarily need to be that. In this instance, for example, when we were talking about this structural level, you can see that the zone just kind of ranges in between this area. So that's just something that I want you guys to keep in mind. Don't be fixated on a particular price point because if you guys do that, then you're going to get disappointed because it responds in zones, not an area, like zones and areas, not necessarily a finite point. That being said, what we're looking at here is a buying opportunity still. And we had a completion of a harmonics pattern. We did 100% retracement on this previous leg. And in addition to that, we also are testing this monthly weekly structure. So right now we're going to be going on to the daily time frame and just basically looking for good entry opportunities. So we got pretty much a double bottom right here. And right now what we're wanting to see once again is on the 4-hour time frame. Let's put on the script that we created for you guys to help scope out environment. We want to make sure that we are actually in a bullish environment. So at the moment, our structure is slowly starting to consolidate, and what we want to see is a break above and start testing previous structure as support, in addition to seeing these EMAs and our total environment from switch from red to green, so that we can know for sure that we are in a bullish environment. And at the moment, like I said, we're still waiting. Let's go down to the 4-hour again. And I really don't see any interesting patterns at the moment. If anything, there's an impulse pattern to the upside. So we want to make sure that we're breaking above, excuse me, this area of structure right here. So we want to see something like this. So like I said, we want to look left. Chart leaves clues. Even though we are pretty much ready to go on this particular pair because we're hitting that entry zone and we're starting to get exhausted and we've already tested out a previous low. We still want to be precautious and we still want to look left, make sure that we're getting proper entry conditions so that we're not stopping ourselves out. And real quick, I want to highlight this weekly pattern, this weekly harmonics that we had highlighted previously, just to show you guys the power of these particular patterns, even from a short-term trading opportunity. So with this one, you have a high probability of making it up to the neckline, and that's exactly what this pair did right here. So came down here and it bounced straight up into that neckline, and it used that neckline as a resistance zone. So that's why it's important for you guys to learn and recognize these patterns, because they're extremely helpful for you guys when determining how to trade as well. So this is USDCAD. Just a quick update on the pair itself. Right now, we are just in a position where we're waiting patiently for an entry condition to be given to us so that we can have a confirmation and we can enter on this trade. This week was a little bit challenging for us, and last month we did about 5,000 pips, and the 2 weeks prior we did collectively close to 1,000 pips. But this week, specifically, we were eating into a lot of pips from the previous week and the pips that we generated this week so far. So right now, this week we're in a deficit, but overall, obviously, we're still in the positive. So just wanted to highlight the fact that we're not always winning, and you guys will not always be winning. But the main key to this whole situation is just to be understanding wealth preservation. That's the most important critical component for this whole situation. And if you guys can do that while slowly making money, you guys can easily accumulate the same amount of pips as us over time, and obviously grow your accounts. So keep that in mind. Don't be discouraged when you guys are having down weeks. It's all a numbers game at the end of the day. It's all statistics, and as long as you guys have a good strategy, you guys are following it, and you guys are using proper risk, it's all going to be good. Anyways, this is USDCAD, guys. If you guys have any suggestions on other pairs that you want us to cover, feel free to do that as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video.